This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? Hey, can y'all hear me? I don't think y'all can hear me. See my mic move. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, I see it moving. Hey, I just want to stop in and give a message. This gonna be a quick live. I just, doing this YouTube thing. It's been a journey. Been doing it for a year. Linking up with a lot of content creators, understanding how to do it. You know, what I want to say is this. YouTube is similar to life, right? What we doing on here, we creating content. A lot of us, we see other people doing it, and we understand we can do it too. We have the potential to do it. We just don't know how to do it. Like when I first got on here, I didn't know what I was doing, And what I did was implement a lot of things that I know in other aspects of my life and implemented it to what I'm doing over here. And what I found out is the, trial by error. We try things, see what worked, and we evolved it. We change it up to make it work for us, right? That's the ideal, And from this talking point, I want to give people something to think about, especially small YouTubers like myself. I'm a small YouTuber. That's just the reality. My numbers aren't big or nothing like that. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But it's the way we approach things in life, anything, right? So you always hear constantly, know your why. You have to understand your why. If you don't know your why, you get thrown off track. And doing this YouTube thing, a lot of us don't know how to do it. So we look for people who doing it and try to get some guidance. And one of the things I learned doing this YouTube thing is supply and demand. Just like anything in real life. It's a demand out there that people want, and we just have to learn how to tap into it and figure out how to supply it. When I first got on here, I was trying to get more subs. I was trying to get watch time. I was trying to get hours. So, I got with some people and I began to do the sub for sub. I've been asking people how do I grow? How do I get more subs? How do I get watch time? And everybody had different advice. They had the playlist thing. They had, go to other people, chat, sub up to them. They sub up to you. Go to these grow channels, and all that's cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's cool. It'll get you somewhere. But the problem with that is this, right? Like I said, supply and demand. That's the business we in. If you decide to click live, if you decide to upload, if you decide to create a YouTube channel and try to grow it, you have to understand the concept of supply and demand. You have to give people something that they value so they give you something back. If it's a sub or if it's watch time, Now I had my watch time before I had my subs. I had over 4,000 watch hours within a couple months. And when I look back on it now, it was the conversations I was having. People valued it. People wanted to hear it. People needed to hear it. You know, I didn't have the subs right away, but I got the watch time and I figured it out, right? Instead of going sub for sub, instead of trying to have people watch my playlist, I just created something that people value. And I'm still learning. I'm learning how to do the graphic. I'm learning how to do my uploads. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out what people want. But I wanted you to think about something, you know, and this is me talking from a life coach standpoint, me talking from a creator standpoint, right? The way you look at things is the way you attack it, right? So if you desire to grow your channel with the content. Don't grow it with people liking you. Don't grow it with the communities are straight because we all need support from one another, right? But just make sure that you putting the same time into your content that you putting into getting people, meeting people. You know, you can meet the right person and you can blow up, right? They can help you get the subs, help you get the watch hours, you can get monetized. But what you gonna do after you get monetized? Use your time to develop your content. How do you do that? Figure out your why. Why did you hit the live button? You know, what do you have to offer people? We all have something special to offer. If it's just our own life experience. You know, some of us been through things that others haven't, others may never go through. Some of us been through things that people are currently going through. You can share that experience. 755, I apologize. Whoa, what up though? Miss T is in the building. Wellness, appreciate you, sis. Young Riaz, Bud Files, appreciate you. I apologize. I'm on my phone and it's a little hard for me to see this because it's in white mode. But yeah, develop your why. Figure out why you did it, why you decided to become a YouTube creator. Figure out what you have that you can offer other people. That's how you get more subs. That's how you get to watch hours. Not by having people like you, not by having people watch you, because all that is temporary. And when you get all that, then what you gonna do with it? You know, you almost setting yourself up for failure. You know, if you get help from people watching your playlist after you get monetized, you monetize. They're not gonna watch your playlist. They did it to get you there. So after that, what do you have? And I see a lot of, I was stuck at that point. I didn't, okay, I'm monetized now. What do I do with it? I didn't really know what to do with my memberships. What can I offer? If I would have been developing my content, I would have had all that ready. You know, I don't want to use the term poor thinking, but if you think little, you go receive little. That's just how it is. You know, you have to think bigger, especially it's very competitive. We competing with millions and billions of people on this app. You know, a lot of us small content creators, we build communities, and those communities are support. But that's cool. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. Hell, we trying to build a sector ourselves, right? Nothing is wrong with that. But what I'm telling you is after you get there, what is your plans? What are your plans? You still gonna depend on people running your playlist so you can reach your $100 threshold? Like, are you doing this as a hobby? Are you doing this? So you have to understand why you're doing it, and that's how you attack it. But if you plan on becoming a content creator, becoming something of influence in your niche, develop that. You know, and then everything else will fall in line. Everything else will come in place. I promise you that. I promise you that. There's so many different things about this YouTube, and find people who doing it. Like shout out to Miss V, you know, because without Miss V, I wouldn't have got into the shorts like I did. That's why I popped off a short, you know. But it was the work I put in. It's the work I continuously put in. But if you understand it more, you know, not asking for someone to come and like and come and watch and share, that's all fine. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the content that gets you where you want to go, what you're putting into it. Everybody else can like you and assist you and do all these nice things. But at the end of the day, if you ain't putting in the work, if you ain't developing, then it's a wrap. Tay Eats, what up, sis? What up, Nine? Appreciate you, sis. The realest one is in the building. What up, brother? Yeah, I just had this on my heart because I heard it so many times, right? Like we need to do this, we need to do that, and like I said, it's cool. It's cool, and it's helpful. When you first starting off, but a lot of times it'll give you a false sense of accomplishment, right? Because you got the 1,000 subs, you got those 4,000 watch hours, but what you do with it next? What's your next move? You create memberships and the people who like you buy them, or you create memberships to offer the people something. Because all those memberships, people sign up because you offer them something. So the more of a value you can give to people, the more people go come and buy. Not only with finances, but with their time. That's the most important thing on this YouTube thing is offering something to someone and they willing to pay you with their time. That's the goal. How can I get people to watch my content more? That's how we should be attacking it. ARD, what up, though? Appreciate you. Bronze in the building. Dolores, how you doing? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I just had this on my mind real quick because I was thinking, I hear so much. I hear people say, "Oh, run the playlist." We get you hours running the playlist. That's fine, but after they get the hours, then what they go do? Because we running a playlist to help someone. After they get that help and they get where they at, then what? I see a lot of those people who get monetized, they struggling after that. Why are they struggling? They had a false sense of accomplishment. They thought they had it or this was going to continue, and it's not. That's just not how it works. When you're a content creator, you got to focus on the content. What can you create? What can you say? What can you do that offers value to people? That's what's going to get people in watching the content. And like I said, I'm still learning. I'm still developing. I'm still tweaking things, trying to figure out how can I add more value to what I'm doing. You know, is it me creating more of a production when it comes to my shows? Is it me offering more information? Is it me offering different information? You might have to change up a little bit. Change with the times. You see, Disney did that. Mickey Mouse used to be on a boat in black and white. Well, times has changed, so Disney had to advance. Mickey Mouse ain't the biggest thing in Disney no more. It's Marvel. They switched over. They still do Mickey, but Marvel is they cash cow. So that's where they focus a lot of their efforts into developing that story. We have to do the same. You have to be willing to evolve, change with time. And that's not change. People are so afraid of change, but change is necessary. Everything changes. Look at nature, the seasons changes. Things adapt to the change of the seasons to survive, to thrive. Not even to survive. We ain't gonna use that word too often. We're gonna use the word thrive. Right? Things have to hibernate and weather the storm. And then when the storm over, what happens? They come back out and blossom. We have to do the same thing. You will have ups and downs with this YouTube thing. Sometimes you have to hibernate. You have to take time off to develop the content more. That way, when you start getting the attention, bam, you're ready. Now you're ready to blossom, just like the seasons. No, it's not hard. I bring it. What up, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Well, yeah, what can you offer? I'm constantly thinking about that. You can ask my sis Tay. I'm constantly throwing things at her. What about this? What about that? How you look at that? How you look at that? She like, bro, you crazy. You just keep. But that's what you have to do to be successful. I'm trying to find more unique ways to get people to hear my messages, to understand, because I know it's valuable. It's just I have to get people to pay attention. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a bit boring. I can be boring at times, right? My voice is low. I'm not screaming, yelling, not all energetic, not doing backflips. Very rarely do you even see my face on camera. So I mean, I gotta find other unique ways to draw people attention. But the thing is, I'm constantly thinking, how can I be of value to people? My whole life I've been like that. That's why I got so many certificates and license. I done tried so many things. And the one thing that I always did well was teach. Anything I ever did, the most enjoyable part was me teaching what I did. So I had to understand myself first. What can I do to bring a value to other people? Well, I can teach. What can I teach? You know, when I first got on here, I was talking about different things, but then I realized like behavior. Most people don't understand behavior. They understand their own personal behavior, but they don't understand why other people do other things. Well, I did. So I offered that information and people enjoy it. In other spaces, I offer my information on religion, philosophy, entomology. I mean, some places, even the combat sport. People ask me what I think about an MMA fight. Different things that I know that people value. We all get that. Like I said, we all get life experiences. Ace, appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm sorry, I'm still getting the chat. Tamika, what up, sis? Liz B in the building. Appreciate you, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy. But I will ask that, right? If you take a piece of paper and write down things that you can offer people, and then look at those things and how can I present this in content? And start working with that. See what works and see what don't. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not truly failure. It's just a lesson. It's seeing what works and what don't. Don't be afraid to change stuff up. Me personally, when I see things ain't working, I'm quick to change it. I just change it. I alter it. I have no problem doing that. Sometimes you have to stick with stuff, and sometimes you gotta change it right away. It's the old saying, know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Sometimes it's a quick fix. Okay, let me switch this now. Sometimes, okay, let me ride this out. And with time and with practice, you'll see which when to implement those concepts, when to switch it up quick, and when not to, when just to ride it out. It's some things that I've been doing since I've been on here. It's some things that I switch up every other week depending on how it's working. Is it working for me? Is it working against me? But you have to know why you're doing it. You can't expect to just turn this thing on and because people like you, that they go sub to you, they go help you, they go do. You can't assume that. But if you bring in something that's of value, I promise you, it'll work out. You'll figure out a way to deliver it. People around you will help you find ways. There's so many people around me like, hey, did you try this? Did you look? Because they see I'm trying. They see I'm doing. But it's hard to do that when you don't see a person trying. That's like in life. If I see a person on the ground and they ain't trying to get up, I'm not sure if I can help them up because that person might be waiting for someone to come around and pull them down with them. But if I see a person struggling to get up, I'm gonna run over there and help them up because they're open. They're receptive to help. With the weak avatar. Oops, sorry, went down the wrong pipe. Well, yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say that because I see so much potential on here, and I just don't think people are really. I don't use the term believing in themselves, but I don't think they betting on themselves like they should be. It's so much potential. Some people can just literally come on here and talk. They got a lot to say, and what they say has value to it. And I truly believe some people can just do that. We see it. Some people just hit live talk, and there's a bunch of people willing to listen to what they say. Some people have to put on shows. Some people have to entertain. Some people play music, and people like their selection of music. Sometimes it is just personality. Sometimes we want to be around people because they have personality. But ultimately, you have to develop your content. That's the most. And when you become a content creator, that's the most important thing is your content. It's the time you put into it. You have to develop it to the point where you want to watch your own content. If you enjoy your own content, 9 times out of 10, other people will too. See how, like, look at your content and see how long you watch it. Look at it. I mean, because there's some stuff I did. I'm like, I don't want to hear this. Like, the audio is bad. I was rambling. It was too many things going on at one time. It's not good content. If you can be honest with yourself, then that's a step. It's a couple. I got over 600 videos, and I promise you, half of them about to get deleted because I had just started, didn't know what I was doing, and it's not valuable. It's truly not, and that's me critiquing myself. It's trash. I might have said one or two good things in there, but 2-3 hours of empty space. We joking, we playing, yeah, we having fun, but that's for us. Like, it has no replay value. So I'm doing injustice to the content. I had to realize that I can come on here and have fun, but ultimately people are clicking on these videos because of my titles and my thumbnails. And if I'm not delivering, that's my fault. No matter how much fun I want to have, no matter, the relationships I'm building. If I'm going to be a content creator and put content, I have to be responsible with doing it. That's why I switched a lot of the stuff up. I don't drop the link as often. Only certain shows, only, even those shows, particular people I want coming on, adding to the content. I have to be responsible because it's my channel. People can come over and have fun or whatever, but at the end of the day, when viewers look at the content and push it, they're pushing it because of that title, and they pushing it because of the thumbnail. The thumbnail. Those two things build expectation, and when they click it and they don't get what they want, that's false advertising, right? So guess what? They might not click on another video of mine, and now I just totally lost a potential subscriber. That's bad business. So I have to be responsible. So I have to change things and make things work for the way I want my channel to work. Don't be afraid to do that. On YouTube, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. Lisa J in the building. What up, sis? I'm gonna tell you from observation and from my own personal experience. And YouTube is not about people liking you. It's about them liking the content. You can get some people to watch because they like you. You'll get more people to watch because they like the content. It's not about being liked. It's about being watched. That's the name of the game on YouTube. You can be the nicest person on here. Everybody can like you, but that don't mean everybody go watch you. And that's just reality. That's a dose of it. That's a dose of it. So bring it, just like sis name in the chat. Bring it every day. I try to think of something new to implement every day, something new to say, something new to offer every day. What can I offer? If you're not thinking that, you got to question yourself, how successful you trying to be doing this thing? How do you want your success? I'm pretty sure anybody who click live to go live, somewhere in their mind, they thinking about creating income from this. So you have to watch your own content at times and ask yourself, is this a value? How long do I want to watch this? Am I forcing myself to watch this? Am I watching this because I like myself? Ask yourself that, because that's what's going through other people's head. You have to put your mind in the state of the consumer. A lot of times when you build your content, put your mind. That's why it's good to get people on the outside's opinion. What do you think about this? And be open to that criticism. But sometimes that criticism will be the best lesson. Then you can honestly see what other people are looking at and what people value and what people don't. I can be doing something that I think is a great value, but everybody else watching it like we don't need that. And yeah, it might break my little heart because I'm the content creator, but I'm creating content for other people. I'm not creating it for myself. If I was creating it for myself, then I wouldn't care if people watched it. But if I'm creating it for people to watch, I got to take in consideration what they want, right? Supply and demand. I'm telling you, PIA in the building. What up, though? I'm trying PIA. I promise you. Keep me going. Okay. And my son yelling at me like, I gotta go to school. Get in here. Like, okay. My son telling me what to do now, right? Well, yeah, I just wanted to. I just had that on my heart because it is like as a small YouTube creator, I remember trying to get monetized. I remember, and I'm still small. I'm not saying like when I was. I'm talking about even now. I'm still trying to figure out how to get over 300 views. On a video. I'm still I can do it on shorts, but I want it on my videos on my long form. So I'm still figuring that out. So yeah, I'm still a small time YouTube creator. But when I was trying to get monetized, trying to hit those watch hours, trying to hit those uh sub, I was thinking, how can I do this? How can I do it? Oh, support, going to other chats, linking up with people, having them like me, having people watch my playlist. I didn't even make playlists until after I got monetized. I didn't have a playlist. I had my hours in 2 months. I wasn't worried about the hours. I was trying to get more subs. So when I hear people say that, and no knock against nobody, like I said, to any way you can get there. But I just want you to think of this: once you get there, what now? What do I do now? I just feel like if people develop these skills before they get monetized, not only will it get them monetized, but once they get monetized, they won't be questioning nothing. They have they core group, they have people watching, they have all the stuff established already before they even get monetized. So if you're trying to be successful in this thing, I promise you, Tam in the building. What up, Tam Tam? I promise you, if you focus on the content, create the content, people will come, the hours will come, all that stuff will come. And don't be afraid to tweak it. If you see something ain't working, change it. Change it up. See what works. But put yourself into it. Put yourself into it. I promise you, the more you put your own self into it, especially your authentic self, the more you do that, the more people will watch. The quicker your subs will grow, the quicker your views will grow, the hours will grow. Just put you into it. I made a lot of mistakes, and I try to share those mistakes. One of them, I'm just being honest, was that sub for sub. Because when you really get into the content, after you get those hours, after you get those subs, now you thinking about getting that check. You're not gonna have time to watch everybody's show. You're not gonna have not if you create the content that's gonna get you that check. You ain't gonna have time for that. You're gonna be focused on creating the content, editing the content, making the thumbnails. All that stuff take time. And plus I mean, ain't none of us full time YouTubers. So we all got lives outside of that. We gotta sleep, we gotta eat, we gotta go to work. There's a lot of stuff that we gotta do. So focus on the content. Try to develop the content. What can you add? What can you learn? I even learned stuff like editing. I didn't know how to edit. What can I learn to make my content better? Keep developing that why. Keep asking. Ask yourself constantly, what can I do more? What can I do less? You know, some of that do less is gonna be supporting people. But if you get into that circle, if you get into that aura of sub for sub, watching playlist, doing all that, it's hard to get out of it without hurting people's feelings. I'm just being honest. You will hurt people's feelings. That's why I said for me, it was almost like setting myself up for failure. I just had to share that though. It's just something to think about. I hope what I said resonated with somebody today. I see so much potential in people. If I can help any way, reach out to me, reach out to any of the nine, reach out to the YouTube specialist. That's what she do. I can help with the mindset. But if you want to know this YouTube thing, you got to link up with Miss B. We can motivate you, we can inspire you, we can get you right on track. We're here to help, but it's not playlists and liking and subbing. I'm gonna push you to make better content. That's what I can do. You know, maybe I see something you don't. I can help out with that. So that's how we helping. Um, so I just wanted to put that out there. So I mean, if anybody got any questions, like I said, feel free to hit us up. Any of the nine, any of the winning team, we here. I'm not gonna lie to you. We put in work. We get dirty, and when I say dirty, I mean we ain't afraid to fail. We ain't afraid to try things. We gonna put work in. We roll our sleeves up, and we put in work. But that's all I got. I just wanted to leave that with you real quick. Appreciate everybody. I'll be seeing y'all in these streets soon. About to get these kids up and running, but until later on tonight, I'm out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption, just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon, 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, heard it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on this evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world.